Thank you.
Yeah.
This is more civilized drink. Me out here burning.
Look at him over there with the innocent face. He's talking, what you talking about? Look at his face. He looks so confused. Oh my goodness. Hey y'all.
Hey.
What up, boo?
So I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay. Pull it together. Get it together, bitch. So y'all, welcome to another episode of There's More to Sex, where we discuss the moreness of sex. I am your host, Farren Moore. And today we got Miss the real Glamazon's Tyomi up in here.
Hi.
And Daddy Heff.
Hello.
Yes, I'm so excited.
Back
Thank
again,
y'all
baby.
Thanks for having
so
us.
much.
Yes.
Look, we came here for the Vibe show
Uh-huh.
in Hollywood, and we were like, we gotta hit up Farren.
Yes.
There's no way we can leave
No
and not
doubt.
hear her.
Right. Yo,
That would be uncivilized.
the way my heart just kind of melted, it's like, when will I have the both of them again if I don't make this work?
Exactly.
And I was like with the sad face with my producer.
And we made it happen.
Made it happen. I so appreciate y'all.
Of course.
So you're here for the Vibe show. What y'all do there? What was your roles there?
Well, we both were speakers.
Uh-huh.
So it's funny because I found out about it through one of the speakers that speaks at Exotica.
Mm-hmm.
And then I immediately told him because this is like our second year spending the new year together,
Mm-hmm.
like on the West Coast. Last year we did AVN, and then we did Horrible Decisions together.
Mm-hmm.
And then we came out here to the Vibe Show. We applied to speak because we do Exotica all the time. But this is like the first X-Biz driven and like hosted expo that we've done. And man, we tore the house down. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Like,
I ain't gonna hold you. Yeah.
yeah, our
Yeah.
classes were.
Really? Oh, and y'all did, like, your classes were together?
He did
Oh.
his own. I did mine.
Okay.
What
What were the topics?
Well, I did my cowgirl workout, so introducing this market to my fitness program, just giving them tips on how to have a better ride.
And I did how to relax in the anal play using BDSM techniques.
Shit, I should have been in front row.
Listen, that room was locked in.
Really?
They were not. They were like, you can keep going. Nobody's coming behind you.
Yeah.
It's like,
I'm saying that somebody come.
Really?
don't threaten us with a good
Yeah.
time.
That's
Y'all don't-
amazing.
Like, I was like, sis, they ain't ready.
Mm-mm.
Y'all know what they asking.
Yeah, look, because they also had free drinks flowing too. I was like,
Yo, don't tempt me with a good time.
but see, they didn't even tell us till the last minute though. That's what kind of blew me. I was like, I kept seeing people double fisting, and I'm like, where they getting these drinks from?
Mhm.
Then at the last minute, probably like 30 minutes before the thing closed, they were like, yeah, they right here. I'm like, okay, y'all could have
right.
told us.
You could have
at
told
the
me a little
beginning.
bit earlier, right? Right. Okay, y'all. So I usually like to start with in just a place of gratitude at the top of the show.
Yes.
So what we thankful for right now? What we grateful for?
I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Like this,
Excuse me.
coming to LA just gave me so much. Like I'm leaving feeling so full
Mm-hmm.
and feeling like I'm really finding the tribe out here to feel like coming to LA will be not only fruitful, but it'll be even more fun than what it's typically been for me. So I'm just grateful for all the people that I've had a chance to meet this weekend. Some of them I had already interacted with, but like seeing them in person and putting the faces to the names behind the computer screen has just been wonderful. So
Oh, that's dope.
yeah.
That's beautiful. I love that for you. That's great. Look at you. Oh. How about you, Heff?
Well, I'm just grateful. I'm grateful to first be in LA and be present here, but just for new connections and new possibilities of adventures and wealthy white women.
Hey, listen, shouts out to the allies. 'Cause they've been serving this weekend. I'm not gonna lie,
Really?
serving.
Wealthy white women.
Oh, yeah.
Elaborate. Like, give me a little bit more.
Oh, wealthy white women who see my value and can afford my services.
Okay.
Yeah, and who willingly love to afford them and pass it on to their friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mess it up. Listen. Okay.
Lisa, trying
I'm
to get
over
in
here
that
trying to
different
keep it
tax
cute.
bracket.
Fuck it up. I'm over here mess it up. Like, who even? Okay. So y'all, we are going to jump into some never have I ever. Okay.
Oh, wow.
I had to like
Clutch my pearls.
my wheels was turning because I was like, I gotta step it up. Like these ain't no regulars. that's coming to the show today. So, with anything you have evered, I'll present a scenario. Anything you have evered, I want details. I want to be in your business. Tell me what happened and how we felt and who are we now because of it. I want to hear the details. Just a disclaimer, none of this is about me. No reverse back to me. I have evered a lot and will continue to ever some more. I just want to be in y'all business. But before we jump into it, let's remove the robes. And Miss Tyomi was like, I'm a nudist, so I don't care. Yo, you can just leave it open.
Yeah, that's the old man style.
Old man style. So I could smoke in jackets.
Yeah.
I love that. Yeah. I can't even get.
Oh my God. You doing Michael Jackson?
Tyomi is like, look, I am in my lane right now. I love that crystal Heff. What does it mean?
This is a spirit amethyst quartz right here, so they all grow in clusters, and it just happens to look like a cock and balls.
It does.
I mean, I bought it like this guy. I was like, he wrapped it for me when I was in Atlanta. So yeah, I think the next time I come, I'm gonna have some little beady bees.
Oh, some little gray beady beads.
No, I'm gonna get like a weave right here and glue it right
you
here.
You gonna get
Nah, please.
Sir,
don't,
stop.
Don't.
Get off my internet with
don't.
that. Get off my internet with
that.
that.
None of that gray taco meat, dog.
Yeah, you know what that.
So, jumping into this, never have I ever, y'all. Never have I ever. Y'all ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh, look at her face.
Like,
never have I ever shaved a partner's genitals. I love that they turned it into a drinking game. I didn't tell them to drink, but continue to drink.
I mean, this is typically how you play Never Have I Ever. You drink if you did the shit.
I said I wanted details.
Well, yeah, so I'll give you details.
Mm-hmm.
This was like one of my first serious boyfriends, and he was extra hairy. Like, and so I wanted to show him how to properly shave so that he wouldn't keloid. And that's what it was about, because like I would shave the rest of his body, back, arms, chest, and everything. So, you know, I was like, let me show you how to do this properly if you want to go bare, so that you can take care of your skin. And that,
okay.
Yeah.
Look at you. Out here,
I be caring and stuff,
saving lives and stuff. Somebody else would have choked on the bush. Go and get it.
You know, I need to chop that down. It was a lot. Like, I don't mind the bush. I just don't like when the hair grows up the shaft. Then I just be like, let's just chop that down a little bit. You know, just a little off the top.
Gotcha.
There's a lot of hair on the shaft.
It was.
Oh, the heavy side. Did
it
you
was
hear
enough for me to need to shave it down some. Like,
wow. That's interesting. Wow.
The interesting. I'm listening, Heff. I saw you take a sip too.
Right.
Well, you know, many moons ago, I wanted to see what the landing strip looked like, so I shaved it real nice. Then with some hair on the booty crack at the bottom, and I'm not a fan of hair on the booty crack.
So you spread the cheeks.
And on the cheeks, like, the booty meat cheek right down there, and the tenderloin.
Yeah.
I wanted to shave that too. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you did it for your pleasure.
Yes.
Okay.
But when it grows back, it be itching right there, like real bad. Like, you know what I'm talking about? I just be like, yo.
That's why I had to switch to the laser.
Yeah,
How is that? Like, does it completely go away, or is it like a low?
No, it's
shade?
just lower. I feel like, especially for darker skin, you would have to go a lot more.
In the shape?
No, all gone.
Okay.
All gone.
What?
I didn't know.
No, I the shape thing never appealed to me. I'm like, it's either there or it's gone, one or the other.
I feel that.
Yeah. Okay. Never have I ever been spanked on stage.
Oh, God.
They about to be fucked up. Okay. Heff, start this one.
Oh,
She said,
Well,
I know who
let me
did
tell
it.
you something.
Ooh.
Let me tell you something. Shouts out to my love, my boo thing, Jess at Jasmine. That's how I learned my hand spanking technique from.
Really?
And she spanked me. First time she spanked me was years ago at Sex Down South. She told me, she was like, pull your pants down. I was like, Yes, ma'am. She towed me up, and I loved it.
Yo, okay, so I'm so used to hearing Daddy Heff, King Heff. I was like, I'm very interested by that, and so you enjoyed that. Is that
well? That's why I'm so good at it, because I know how it feels. Yeah,
that's beautiful.
Yes.
You got to learn by following first. Everybody want to jump into the driver's seat.
Yeah.
Exactly. What's yours?
I have had my ass spanked all over the United States.
On stage?
On stage and over in the UK by Jesset and Jasmine and Kingdom War. The first time it ever happened, because I was in fetish training with them in 2016. Just so happened that also in 2016, I was made a sex celebrity by Sex Down South. So as a part of one of my assignments for being in coaching with them was to do a public flogging and to do it nude, because I'm a nudist, I'm an exhibitionist, and I like impact play. So they combined all of these things together, and then they I think they were hosting the Big Bang, or they were headlining it that year. So they had images behind me and everything. They brought me up, stripped me down, put me on I had to like lean over on the chair, and then they just went to town. And it was the most exhilarating experience I had ever had up until that point. And like I said, after that, we've traveled and done stuff in so many different cities over in the UK. And in the UK, I remember it was in Brixton, and they brought me up on stage, and I have no panties on. I don't wear underwear. And they just pulled my dress up, and the whole audience was like, because you know, this the UK. They still have a certain level of like conservativeness. So they were shook, like, oh my God. And then they were like, well, she don't wear underwear, so this is what y'all finna get. And they just start going in on my ass. I was like, yeah. But it's it's the most beautiful feeling, because they know my body and they know what I like, and then they've like consistently like not push my boundaries, but they know where my pain threshold is, so they'll add like a little more, and then when they get new tools, like they introduced me to dragon tails, the double dragon tail, and like the regular like one. Like I was never into whips. It was always a hard no for me. But then just how they introduced it and how they used it, because I trust them. Like I was like, okay, this isn't bad, and so they started to just kind of like increase that. So they've helped to like push my pain threshold.
Wow.
Where now I could take more now than I was able to take like back then.
So was that something you were interested in doing before, like increasing your pain threshold, and if so, why? I
like challenging myself just to see like how much further can I go? You know, because when you get into subspace, it's a delicious space to be in. And so all the endorphins and like adrenaline is like pumping through your body. So at that point, like what you thought was gonna be your limit can be pushed just a little bit. So I just like to see how much further can I go, you know, and knowing that the safe word is there and the safe signal, if it gets too much, I can just completely stop it. So I appreciate them for how they coach people through their kinks and their fetishes and how they present things. Like it's the most beautiful experience.
That is great. Okay. So does that, because I know we've talked before, Heff, and I know you've coached people, you teach, you top all the things. What are like, what's one of the biggest hurdles that you had in entering that space?
What, getting spanked or spanking?
Spanking, being the top. What was one of your biggest hurdles? Because I know you teach now.
Yeah, it's really being in a space where people trust and can relax. It's like, listen, this is what you say you want, right? If that's what you say you want, then I need you to give me your all and let go. Like you can hold back and be in control outside of here, but you didn't come in here to be in control. But you got to trust that since you gave me the keys, that you can lay in the passenger seat and go to sleep, and I got it. So that's really one of the things. It's like, yo, relax and chill. Like, stop touching me. Do not touch me. Because women, they want to touch. Don't touch me. If you touch me, you're out of here. And they're like, what do you mean? Touch me and see what's up.
Ooh.
Goodbye.
Ooh. Listen.
Only person you can be mad is yourself.
Try me if you want to.
Yeah, I want you to. Please do.
Okay, one more, cause y'all have done a lot, and I got another question after I ask this last. Never have I ever. Never have I ever engaged in knife play. Tyomi, tell me about your first time.
Okay. This was Exotica Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was 2018.
Mm-hmm.
King was like, all right, Ty, so boom. I want you to wear a body stocking and then I'm going to cut it off you. Are you okay with that? And I was like, all right, King, I'm not really into the knife play situation. However, I trust you. And let's do this because I've never done it. Now, this was a performance on stage, mind you.
Oh, so your first time was also how many people?
It was a huge crowd. Like, it had to be at least 70 people in front of the stage to watch this performance because they used to do a kinky hip-hop performance because King Noir is also a rap artist, hip-hop artist. So what happened was we get backstage and King is like, yo, Ty, so they took my knife at TSA, so I had to go grab this joint. But the knife had a little knob on it on the outside. You know, when the knives have a knob so you can like flip it out easy.
Oh,
His original knife was just smooth on both sides because it can glide across the skin. Ooh, so he was like, yeah, so we just gotta like make it work with this. I was like, all right now, I trust you. So as we're performing, I'm trying to be all sexy and whatnot on this stage, and he's like dragging this knife across me. The damn knob got caught in a part of my body stocking, and I froze. and I'm whispering like,
yo,
I'm on stage trying to keep it together. So he basically just like ended up dragging it and like finessing it to where it looked like he cut, but he just ripped it. And then we only used it for a hot second, and then he moved along because it was me and a few other people on stage. So we had to finesse it. So that was my first time, and I ain't gonna lie, I was terrified when that damn thing got caught. But again, I trust these people with my life, so I know they have me, and they're never gonna like put my body in harm's way. But I was shook. Now, would I be open to doing it again? Yes, just with a different knife.
Right. Yo, trust is king, yo.
Yo. Like, Jesus Christ.
No, that's right.
Because that could have gone terribly bad.
And we were on stage. That's the whole thing. The lights were shining on us. The music was going. The crowd was in front of us, enthralled, just watching. And I was like, damn, I can't like just run out this bitch. I gotta stay in character. You know, like I'm a performance artist as well. So like I understand not breaking character, especially when you're on stage. So afterwards, he was like, yo, Ty, I'm sorry. Like, you know, I was like, we good. So like the aftercare was there, like to check it in, you know. But, that was my first time, and I was,
Heff, what was like describe your best performance? Because I know you do it with knife play.
Oh my God, you know that's my
like with
thing.
your I know.
Man.
So like, what was one that you're still like, yo, this was my favorite experience on stage?
Let me think. Well, okay. Let me think which knife I was using at that time.
I was like, he got a bunch of them.
Right.
All right. So this was a very controversial time. All right. We were in Atlanta at Kinked Up ATL.
I knew you was going to.
And you know, I am a performer. Like I am not only I'm a kink educator and a professional dom, but I gets down if we performing what. So you know, we were on stage. Me, my bottom and I, we were on stage, and then I brought her to the middle of the crowd, and then I started using my knife in the middle of the crowd, and people were like,
Really?
so people were like, "Oh my God, why is he doing that? It's unsafe. Like, what are you talking about?" Like, but it was delicious.
It was delicious.
Her with that knife.
Yes.
He spanked her with the knife.
Really?
And he did
Oh,
all
yeah.
kind of stuff with it, and I think it took people off guard because they didn't know the knife was coming. They were just expecting like some whips and floggers or whatever, but they didn't expect that tool.
Right.
And so this is the thing, right? There's a difference between something being unsafe and other people feeling unsafe watching something. Just because you feel unsafe watching it doesn't mean it's actually unsafe.
Right.
Because the one thing about it is night plays is no, not probably, well, maybe aside from fire play, but probably knife play is one of the most serious things about trust, right? Because this is not no wood, this ain't no butter knife.
Right.
This is not no wooden knife. This is a real ass sharp knife.
Right.
Real sharp knife. Like, and you have to trust and really pay attention and focus on the bottom. So you have to trust that they're not gonna make no sudden moves, and they gotta trust that you're not gonna cut them.
Right. Trust. You see Tyomi's face, y'all. Trust is a two-way street. Trust is king.
Listen, I'm telling you, trust is king. If you do not trust a person with your life,
then
don't
you should
do
not
it.
be doing this.
I like using knives, like putting the edge up to the neck. You know what I'm saying? I really push the submissives and the bottoms to like let's get over your fear what this is. Like I always start out with the blunt side just so they can see how I feel. And then I'll switch. But I always like to use it as an impact play tool, and then using the tip of the knife on certain areas. They just go crazy.
I've seen him do that, and I was like,
oh,
yes. But they do love it.
They love it.
Okay. All right, y'all. So, yeah, like you said, you have ever a lot. What is something that you have not done yet that is on your list of to-dos?
Man, I got a few things. The first one is an all-female orgy.
Okay, fuck it
I
up.
want like maybe 10 women, 8 to 10, and I'll be the other one. And then an MFM, as easy as that sounds, it's not always easy to find two men who are down with the get down, that are both attractive. I'm both attracted to both of them, and they're ready to tag team. Like it's not easy to find, and that's a common fantasy for a lot of women.
The dudes.
Okay.
I just had a flashback.
What?
B-Lo. No,
Oh yeah. Man.
No, but his see.
What was that? What's the
B-Lo? See the one thing about a male MFM, right, is that the dudes have to understand it's not about you and the other guy. It's about her, right? Like it's about her pleasure, right? So like you have to be comfortable enough and be okay with like someone else either, you know, having a dick in your lady mouth or in her asses, and you be okay with it, and you are really enjoying it without thinking, and your damn dick getting soft. You be like, bro, what's up, man? Like,
that happened at one of our plays.
Yeah. So, so
not the giggle. Wait.
Yeah, for real. It was wild. So my thing is these are the conversations.
And the snort.
Yeah, people need to have these conversations because it's some real life shit. Like, like I tell people all the time, like, you know, like I remember when I was in the Army, I was about to say high school. But when I was in the Army, like we used to run trains on chicks. I don't have no problem with me and another dude with a chick. That's because I ain't touching you, dog. We high five. Like that's what she wants. Oh, you want that? Oh, word.
Okay.
Let's find somebody. I'm with it.
I've definitely had the offers, but like the matchup ain't really what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a specific matchup.
Right.
So, you know, 2024, we'll see what happens.
So, yeah.
Continue to know your worth, yo.
Yeah, you know,
you said you got an idea in mind?
Little polycule, and some of them live in Atlanta, and they've met, so it's like, what we doing? We're going to see. I'm gonna put the little bat signal out there and see what's up.
Right. Speaking into existence. Heff, what's on your to-do list? What haven't you done yet?
All right, so there are two things.
Oh my God, I already know one of them.
You do?
Yes.
That's messed up.
Look, she's so excited too. Start with that one. What she know? I want to know what she know.
Because a portion of this has already kind of come to fruition.
Ooh.
So now I'm just trying to see the second part.
Come on, come on, Heff.
So I have a little woman fetish, right? But I have factors that they have to look a certain way. Like I'm not really into dwarf. Like you have that real big ass head, right? And like no, I'm not trying to shame nobody. Or if they have like a little, little
Please,
lip,
this
like a
whole
little
segment, just keep the camera on him.
Yes, like you know how they hit that little lip leg when they walk like that. I can't do that. That's also real shit. That really creeps me out. But the question I already, and we found out just a long time ago, I just really wanted to know, was a little woman pussy and booty hole the same size as a regular woman? I just wanted to really know that. And this one dude, he said, yeah. I was like, oh, that's what's up. I didn't know. But so I'm really interested in that. And the other one is, I want to piss on somebody's daughter's face and mouth.
Somebody's daughters.
Yeah.
I love when you say that.
For real. I drink plenty of water. Like, if they with it, I'm with it. Like,
yo, fuck it up. Y'all hear him? Slide. Look.
I'm always sending him little women that's his type.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I met this woman in Atlanta like 2 days before New Year's
Oh, look
Eve.
at you over here with the layup.
She was so cute. She was fine. I was like, damn. Took a picture with us. Said, hey, bro, look who I met in the club. And then I sent him her Instagram and everything. I was like, follow her.
I spanked the little woman for the first time at Exotica.
So
Really? How was it?
It was
Look at
great.
you.
She was thick. She was dense.
But her hair was a little too big, too long and big. And then Tyomi picked her up. That was interesting.
She was like, okay, I'm heavy now. I was like, all right, doop. And then I was like, dang.
Yeah.
She was
That
dense.
damn
She was dense.
She was.
She had a fat old booty too.
She did, yeah.
That booty
Y'all
fat.
niggas
Like
is
Clyde, that booty.
fucking hilarious. Oh my God.
Because he always was like, what if a little woman came to Exotica, right? And I was like, they always come in here, but we don't always get a chance to see everybody that comes to the door.
We'll be excited when we see him too.
Right. So when I saw her, I was like, yo, you got to come back over here. My brother would love you.
and then my man, he was like, yo, Heff, I got someone for you. I was like,
Yep.
He brought the little woman. I was like, oh, shoot.
I was like, come get this picture real quick.
Before
she walk off.
If she had that limp down, I'd be like, I was like, no.
Yo,
Like,
stop.
Look,
Stop.
no, Mr. Peter, not here.
So,
What?
Heff, you know what?
You know, Family Guy.
Yes.
No, Mr. Peter, not here.
Ty, get your friend. Ty, get your friend.
You don't understand. I deal with this. I've been dealing with this for like 13 years now.
Yo, get your friend. Okay, so now y'all, thank you for letting me get in y'all business.
Yes.
And as the convo continues, we're gonna move over to our Objectify Me segment. And in this one, we are going to do things a little different because Heff brought his bag of goodies and he picked something to demo for us today. So, Heff.
You gonna let me put it on your collarbone?
On my collar? Nope.
No.
This is I want y'all to explore the things. I'm
right.
just here to observe and ask questions and get more in your business. You ready?
Oh yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Kind of shine innocence. So I don't
Oh,
know.
my
You
gosh.
get him.
That's
Half
his-
the stories he told, he
that's
was
his
on stage.
Favorite thing to say to like lull people into this like
Look.
sense of
Oh,
security.
that sounds familiar.
Look.
Right. I'm just shining
But
innocent.
I don't know how to do this thing. And then, so show us what you brought out today.
Well,
Yeah.
this here is so people know what this is, a 7-wheel pinwheel, but if we had one, it would be a Wartenberg wheel. So this is really good for sensation play right here.
Mm-hmm.
I tell people, if you really like, try with one first before you try with 7 or 5 or 10, right? And learn,
10.
yeah,
They come that size?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
A little bigger. May I
So
use
what
it
is that?
on your breast assist?
It's spiky. Can
Yeah, it
you
is spiky.
describe it?
Yeah, it's a very spiky type feeling
And
sensation.
I believe they used to use these in therapy as a way to
like test people's nerves, endings and stuff.
Oh, okay.
So it's really good.
So yes, can you demo that for us?
Yes. So you would like me to get up here?
Yeah,
Or I can
yeah.
just
and
do
I
this
already
here?
gave him consent
Yes.
to use them on my breast assist.
Thank you for saying that.
Yes.
That's very
Also-
important
Okay.
on my breast assist. Can you describe how it feels, Ty?
It feels prickly. It is, to me, this is a gentle sensation.
Okay.
We can go a little harder though.
I mean, if you want to.
Ooh, okay. So, Ty, can you tell me, like, what was your most defining moment entering into the sex industry?
Ooh, most defining?
Yeah. Like, what was that, like, you know what? Yes, this is what I'm going to do.
Well, there's been so many moments in my career, but just like stepping in, period, was it. Because at first, I wasn't even going to use my image. And then my mentor in radio was like, nah.
Really?
Your image is powerful. You need to use it. And so when I put my picture up on my blog, it was a wrap. Ooh, oh my God. Ooh. It was a wrap from there, and like stuff just really took off. And I've had a bunch of viral moments. Like I did Tosh.0 on Comedy Central. Like they called me up because they wanted somebody to do sex positions as like throws to commercial, and that was like a thing that really gave me more visibility. And then I had a video that went viral, teaching people how to ride dick in the bathtub when Beyonce came out with Drunken Love.
Oh, the surfboard.
People were so confused. I was like, what do y'all mean I ain't never rode dick in the bathtub? Like, so I did a tutorial on YouTube, and then it just like went viral from there. And then like being able to write for Ebony magazine and ebony.com and like be able to feature my brother.
Like, so the moments that was just
So
like, Ty,
many.
this is what you're supposed to be doing, just kept coming.
They just kept coming. They keep coming. Like the validation from my colleagues across the spectrum, not just Black folk, but like all folk, and the recognition is a beautiful thing, because I had to like really fight for my space and carve a space for myself, especially being very public and very open and wanting to be like a representation in media. I've had to fight a lot of trolls. Oh my God. Like I've had to battle it out for the last 12 years and still battling it out, but mostly it's just blocking and reporting people now.
Blocking and reporting, yes. Listen,
I
gotta fight with you.
I gotta
go.
trolls. Who are you? Are you paying me? No,
not at all. Actually, like, you know, you shitting on me, but you giving me views, stupid. Like also that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
I don't know why when that like, so it's a spot on my back right now where like this muscle got like a cramp, and when you rolled it across that part, that's when I was just like, ooh.
I could tell.
Ooh.
But wait, what kind of ooh was it though?
It was like painful and pleasure.
Oh,
you know, like I was able to sit with the pain because I was like, ooh, this feels good to like rub it out in this way, because it's a knot that no one has been able to like rub out. So I feel like it tapped into the nerve endings of that muscle and was like, relax. Because it feels better now.
So basically what she's saying is that she didn't tell you to stop.
I didn't. You know.
But Heff, so with you being a dom, people think of doms as like just having it all together. Y'all so controlled and all the things. What was a very humbling experience for you in the space?
You know what? Really being able to showcase my placing and something I did with my perfect slut, Naked Unicorn, right, with Black Touch. That was, it's a very humbling experience, but just because I don't really come from a space of ego, right? So it's really great to just be there and just be present and seeing how many people like really enjoyed watching our play scene. And what they got from it. I mean, of course, me being able to teach people and, women telling me that, they really are able to be free and feel free after having sessions with me.
That is beautiful. I love like the ownership and your identities and walking into this, walking into the space. Like, it's coming out of the shadows, but especially for Black people, it still is. So that's super dope.
It's so crazy to me because like we've been doing this work for a long time. Like this is my 13th year, and I thought that by now things would look a lot different for us. And the fact that 13 years later we're just now like opening the door, like it's cracked. I'm like, come on, we're so progressive of a people and like culture and just like the things that we're able to invent. But in this one specific area of our humanness, trauma got us in a chokehold. And then we just perpetuate patriarchy and all that religious control shit. And they try to shame people like us for being open and for doing what we do, when they secretly just want to be free.
Right.
But they don't know how to say that.
They don't know
they
how
just
to say
attack
it.
us for being free and slap all kind of labels on us, slap all kinds of conditions on us that's not even true.
Right.
And I'm like, where are y'all getting y'all stories from? Oh, I know you're projecting based on like what you know. So I'm happy to be representation, because those who actually are activated and they have awakened to their full potential as a sexual being, they look at us as representations and they're like, yes, I feel safe because of y'all. And then the spaces that we go into, they feel safe to go into. Because a show like the Vibe Show, like we were having conversations with our, Black colleagues at the show, like how so many of our people didn't even know this thing was going on.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
And so if you see our faces in the space and you just so happen to come across the ad or whatever, it's like, ooh, I can feel safe to go into this. And it was free.
Right. Yep.
It was free.
And there's people who look like me.
If you see people that look like you in a space and you feel safe to come in, especially if you follow their work, you resonate with their voice, you see that they have like high protocols around safety and consent and the whole nine, then like you feel safe to continue to like take that next step to explore. So I'm here for those people in 2024 and beyond. Everybody else who still sleep and just want to judge, like, it's mute.
Right. Exactly.
It's mute. Like,
I love that. I love that so much. Did you have something?
Well, yeah, a lot of times that people, they still see my work and they're like, oh my God, that's abuse, and why are you abusing her? Like, you don't even get it. But the main thing really for me is more about education, especially with couples. It's really teaching couples, especially Black men, that it's okay to learn something in order how to honor the desire that your partner has. Like, don't be scared to choke her. Like, you're not gonna hurt her. Like, you not gonna hurt them unless you're gonna do something and not do it properly. Right. But really, Black men, let go of your ego and be able to be open to listening to your partner's desire, right? What they want. And if it's not with you, if you don't be like, treat them to a session, like treat them to something, and you want to come watch, like come watch too, like like
listen. He said treat them to a session.
Yeah,
listen,
you know what I'm saying. Listen. I
it's like it's super okay if you call me directly. Like
I remember I was in New York, and the one time I was at this play party, and one of my Pink Heff clients, she was there. And she was like, Daddy Heff, I want you, I'm got my new man here. She said, it's our first night together. I said, oh yeah. So I said, well, while I'm spanking, I want you to look at him the whole time. And I said, and in her ear, I was like, he's your prey for the night. And she told me, she was like, I talked to her like a week later. She was like, whatever you did, he was an animal. She said, but I ate his ass up. That's what I told
Yep.
Oh, that's
you. That's
right.
what I told you.
Yo.
But he wasn't even ready.
Not that's all it took. He's your prey for the
He's your
night.
prey. Like,
Listen, you
like,
gotta get the
Yo.
permission.
like people have to understand and be okay with like embracing that primal place. Sometimes be like, yo, tonight, be like, listen, like tonight, you are my prey tonight.
Primal
Let,
play
like
is
let you
a
know,
whole vibe.
like letting you know and be like, do I have your consent to bite you? Like you could let's bite me back.
She's like, yes.
Like I'm saying, like let's bite on each other and let's growling. Like
Right.
those things. Like I'm gonna like do some things in your ear. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like you are willingly. You're a willing prey for me. Like people be like, "Oh my God, predator!" You know, like you the Pied Piper. No,
Wait,
I'm not doing that. Like yo, really, like you are a willing and consensual prey.
Consensual disrespect.
Yes.
Listen, the
Preach it.
biting is a whole nother level. Like I had a primal experience in December. Like the 2 days later, I was still feeling it.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, this man, I didn't even expect that out of him. Like I wouldn't look at him and think that he was like a primal person. But he came up behind me and was like, "Can I massage your shoulders?" I was like, "Sure." And then he just started massaging me, and then he started putting his lips on me, and I was like, "Okay, I consent to this, right?" And then with the first bite, it was like his teeth were massaging me, you know, and he got biting down pat, and I had multiple full body orgasms
Yo.
from being bitten. And I'm dreaming of the next time I see this man. So I have this
Listen.
experience again. Like,
Listen. Like,
oh.
see, this could be you, but you all stuck
We-
up. If you watching this, you ain't stuck up. You're very interested in
we're not allowed to ask you any questions. Though.
Nope. You can ask me off camera though. But yes, y'all, before we get out of here, like I just want to say again, just thank you. My producer gave me the fist like a very long time ago, and I ran right through it. So God, this was not long enough. Okay.
Yeah, no, we need like 2 hours.
Right. So anyway, before we get out of here, please tell the people where to find you. And I want a reminder that both of them have been on More to the Story. So if you have not seen it, go find those
man,
episodes.
what a great episode. I
right?
was sitting here that last
both
time.
of
wasn't
them. Yep.
I was
You were
sitting
sitting
right.
Yep.
So both of them have also been on More to the Story, but it's so nice having this conversation with you, and I so appreciate y'all for coming on. There's more to sex.
Of course.
Yeah, so tell the people where to find you and what you got coming up.
So you can find me on Instagram at RealGlamazonTyomi and on X, formerly known as Twitter, at GlamazonTyomi, YouTube.com/Glamorerotica101, GlamoreRotica101.com, TheCowgirlWorkout.com, ThePleasureAcademy.com, and also in Atlanta. If any of you find yourself in Atlanta and you are a fan of Intimate Touch, we're doing an event called The Rub. This is a collaborative event between myself and Hush ATL. It's going to be co-hosted by Orion, and that's going to be February 17th. So it's celebrating Valentine's Day weekend. Our first event was a whole vibe.
Really?
So this one's going to be even more elevated. And we have our Black Eden event, round 2 of that, coming up Memorial Day weekend in Atlanta as well. So if you're in Atlanta, tap in with us. We have so many amazing events coming this year, as well as the Exotica Expo, which is the largest event dedicated to love and sex in the U.S. We do 4 shows a year. Chicago, Miami, Edison, New Jersey, and Washington, D.C. You can find out more information about the show and how to get tickets. Ladies Free Friday is every Friday at every show. Go to exoticaexpo.com. You will see myself and Daddy Heff and many other beautiful chocolate people there.
Your turn, Heff.
All right, so you can follow me on X, formerly Twitter, at daddy_Heff. Instagram is my third page, okay? So
Right.
here we go. Y'all ready? The_real_daddy_. Heff. Just saying, man. Listen, it's my third page. If
You
this
a whole ass fool.
listen, if this get pulled, it's a wrap. I'm done.
Yo.
It's just gonna be pink Heffs, black Heffs, and the Heffs lifestyle. That's it. But really everything I got upcoming is I'm doing a lot of traveling. I do private sessions. You can go on the link tree on either my bio on X or Instagram and click on that. You can book me for my bedtime stories, where I read a erotic tale while you masturbate while I'm doing it. But if you cannot have an orgasm until I'm done with the story.
Oh,
All
Lord.
right. Yeah, so
Look and listen, okay?
So that's the bedtime stories. Also, I do couples trainings as well. So you can book that on there. I do private sessions, and you can catch me at Exotica, and my schedule will be out. So if I'm in your city or you want to bring me in, let me know, and we can set it up.
You're a fur hire.
Yes.
For sure.
That's amazing. Yes, y'all. So, yes, this has actually been a special episode of There's More to Sex, just a bonus that we got the opportunity to shoot with these two amazing people. So please follow them, like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you later.